Hey everyone, this is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company with just another fun DIY project for you all. As you're coming in, if you will say hello so I can see who's here. I'm going to get this sent over to a few places and then we will get started here. Hope everyone had a wonderful Tuesday. My Tuesday was decent. Hey Linda, welcome. Welcome. Alright, let's see here. I have a really fun project that we're going to do tonight. I'm super excited about it, to be starting to work on Easter projects. So I am excited about this project. I've been sitting on this one for a while now, and I am super excited about sharing this particular project with you guys. All right, so we are good. Oh well. Alrighty, I am going to link the website to my store. My computer just does not like me sometimes. At all. Magnolia, EESIGN.co.com. Okay, there we go. Now I have my website on here, and actually I'm going to pin that so that way if anybody comes in and they want to go look around, they are able to do that. Okay, so first things first, as you're coming in, if you will say hello, and if you are brand new to Foxy Chick Designs and you've never caught one of our lives before, if you would comment with a number 1. If you have been a part of our lives before and you've liked our page, if you'll comment with a number 2. If you are a fellow Magnolia Design Company creator at any level, if you'll comment with a number 3. Then if you see the little red live button right about there, if you will comment #live. If you don't see that little red button, that's totally fine. You're catching the replay. And if you would comment #replay. So those are the fun things first. Also want to let you guys know that we have a brand new Get Started kit that has launched. And if anyone is interested in learning more about Magnolia Design Company or getting the Get Started kit, the Get Started kit is $69 and you get over $240 worth of amazing products. And you don't have to join for to start a business. You can do it just as a hobbyist or a crafter, and take advantage of our amazing discount that you get. I think it's 35% that you get just for becoming a creator. There are no monthly quarters, no quarterly quarters or quarterly requirements. There is a $10.99 fee for your website, but that is it. That is all you pay a month, and you don't have to do a thing. Hey Linda, hey Mary, welcome. So just wanted to get some preliminaries done so that you guys know what's available to you. Also, we do have our Etsy shop at foxychickdesigns.etsy.com, and there you can find any project that we have created. I'm still in the process of uploading a lot of our projects and a lot of things that are for sale. If you happen to watch a video and you see a particular project and it's not in the Etsy store yet, if you will message me, you can buy it right from me and not even go through Etsy. We can do it that way. I am in the process of uploading a lot of projects to the Etsy store. The other thing I want to let you guys, give you a little heads up on is Foxy Chick Designs has started a blog, and I am in the process of getting it up and running. It is live. It's going to be foxychickdesigns.wordpress.com for right now. If you guys want to head over there and take a look. Right now what's on the blog is past scrapbook designs that I did. I am in the process of like the project from tonight. The step-by-step instructions will show up on the blog by tomorrow night. So that's how it's going to be. Whatever you see here live, the step-by-step instructions will be over on the blog within 24 hours. So that's what we're gearing up for. That's something new that Foxy Chick Designs has decided to start. And in case you didn't know, I am the Foxy Chick Designs. So want to be able to have a place where I can have a little bit more control of things, and sometimes Facebook goes wonky and YouTube goes wonky, and I want to be able to have a place where you guys can come and still see amazing videos, get step-by-step instructions, and there'll be a lot of different things coming down the pike with the blog. Anyhow, enough rambling. We're going to get started with our project tonight. Tonight we are going to play around with some Dollar Tree items as well as some Magnolia Design Company items. So I got this cute little bunny from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to use him tonight. I have been sitting on this cute little bunny for weeks, and I absolutely love him, and I cannot wait to show you what we're going to do. Then I got several packages of these cute little carrots. We're going to use some Easter grass in our bow that we make. The base is going to be a pizza pan, and then I have a couple little Jenga blocks. I'm not sure if I'm going to put Jenga blocks on the back to stand it up, or if I'm going to glue it to a pallet board. Not quite sure just yet which way I'm going to go with that. Then I've got some really cute ribbon that I got at Dollar Tree. This one has carrots on it, and this is just a really cute, like, Eastery plaid. The chalk paint that we're going to be using tonight is the Waverly chalk paint in the color Crystal, which is a really pretty light blue. And then the chalk paste that we're going to be using from Magnolia Design Company is our blue lace, and it's a little bit of a blue, light blue. Hey, Missy! But you can see the difference between the two, and we're just going to kind of do a tone on tone and kind of, go from there. The stencil that we're going to be using tonight is our polka dots. We're going to use our background polka dots and just have some fun with that. So, oh, and I pulled out my burlap because I think I might throw some of this down somewhere. Not real sure where, but we might play with some burlap too. So, I'm going to get some things out of the way here. And then we're going to get started first with our pizza pan. Alright, I'm going to sit our carrots to the side here and our little bunny to the side here. Alright, you stay up there. So that I can start painting our pizza pan. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys down so that you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so there's our little pizza pan. Hey, Latisse! How are you, my friend? Sure do miss you. All right, so here is our cute little pizza pan, and I'm going to grab one of my paint brushes. I think we'll go with this one here. And we're going to shake up our paint, and we're going to get painting on this. And I'm not really going to paint around the edge here because that's where we're going to be putting our little carrots. We're going to be gluing them to the edge. So I really don't need to use that. So I'm just going to dump out some paint here. Get a little bit of that going. And make a mess at the same time. Why not? I so enjoy watching videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I love when you pop on. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm just going to go around the edge here. And it is a very light blue, but it kind of looks like a white, gray. All right. So I'm just going around this edge just a little bit. Alright, so there's the first coat, and I'm going to go ahead and sit my brush there, and I'm going to grab my heat tool, and I'm going to get this all dried up, and then I'm going to put a second coat on it as well. And I want to make sure that this is completely dry before I put the second coat on, just so that it gets a more even coat. Because if you try to put a second coat on after, you know, with not making sure this is dry, then you're just kind of spreading around the paint that's already there. Hi Lisa, welcome. Alright, I think I've got that dry enough to be able to put the second coat on. And you can see where it's, you know, still wet a little bit, but I think I can still get a really good coverage here on this. Just going around here and making sure I get a nice coat, second coat on here. Without breaking fingers or nails would be helpful. Alright, so I think we got a real good coverage there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on my paint because I am a messy crafter and I don't want to make any more of a mess than what I have to. Hey Miss Cynthia, welcome. So I'm going to sit this off to the side here, and then I'm going to go in and make sure that my pan is completely dry. Hey Lori, welcome. I want to make sure that all of this is completely dry before I put my stencil down, because if I don't, the paint will just come right off with the stencil, and that I do not want to have happen. And the nice thing about the Waverly chalk paint is it does not take a ton of time to dry. Some of the acrylic paints take a while to dry, and if you're not doing it live, that's all fine and dandy, but you know, when you've got people that are watching you, you know, they're kind of like, all right, lady, move it along. So that is, I am well, Miss Cynthia. How are you? Hope you are all doing well. Oh, and I wanted to let you guys know that we have almost reached 300 followers here at Foxy Chick Designs. So if you have not liked our page, if you wouldn't mind heading over and giving us a thumbs up and liking the page and following it and turning on the notifications, that way anytime that I go live, you'll get notified that I am live. So we would really appreciate that. And there's also a little button right below that starts with an S, and we call it sprinkling or spreading the love. If you wouldn't mind hitting that cute little button and including your friends in that would be fabulous. Alright, let's see. How are we doing here? We got a few more places. So, we're just about all dry here, and then we are going to get stenciling, and then we're going to start playing with Mr. Bunny. And I am totally excited about this project. I literally found a project like this probably 2-3 weeks ago, and I have sat on this project. I found the inspiration for this project about 2-3 weeks ago, and I have sat on this project all that time because I didn't want to start my Easter stuff too early. Let's see. Ooh, hot. Okay, I think, alright, I think we're all dry here. I'm going to just go over this and make sure. Oh, we got a little bit of a wet spot right there. So I'm going to go back in and make sure that this is dry. Alright, I think we're good. Okay. So now I'm going to let this come back down to room temperature because this pan is quite hot from drying it, because my heat tool gets very, very hot. Okay. So while I'm waiting for that to come back down to room temperature, I'm going to grab my paste here, and I'm going to get that open and get this nice and stirred up. Ooh, okay. we got some interesting stuff going on here in the chalk paste. So we're just going to go in and get this all nice. And I think when I did my paste maintenance the other day, this was really hard and I put water in it, and that was kind of, I didn't do a whole lot more with it. So we're just going to get around the outside edge here done. And get that all mixed in here. Yep, I like the consistency of my paste to be like frosting in a can. And of course, I'm going to make a mess because I wouldn't be me if I didn't make at least one mess. Okay. So now our chalk paste is all stirred up and ready to go. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go back in making sure that, okay, so we are all nice and cooled off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our polka dot stencil, and I'm going to pull this off the backer sheet like so. And I'm going to just lay this like right across the middle here. And I'm going to make sure that there are no air bubbles in our stencil, because if there are air bubbles, it will bleed underneath, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Okay, so we have this done now. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some of my blue paste and I'm going to smear it along these polka dots. And I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going to work my way down. Over the sides here. I'm just going to be real careful that I don't go off the edge. And I've got a piece of hair in my chalk paste. Lovely. And I'm going to just squeegee this across, making sure all of our silk screened areas are covered. And I'm going to get some of this back up in the, squeegee it back up in the jar, because I obviously used way too much of the chalk paste. Since I've started using the chalk paint, I have a devil of a time with chalk paint and chalk paste. What we're using right now is chalk paste, and what we painted the pan with was chalk paint. Okay, so now I'm going to just go back over this and get all of this excess that you see back up, and I will put it back into the jar for another use. So there's that, and I'm just going to gently pull this up, being very, very careful and I'm peeling very slowly. Oh, snap. I think I'm going to have a place or two that peels up, and that's what I was afraid of. That is what I was afraid of. I should have fuzzed this, but this lovely stencil is well loved and well used, so I didn't think I would need to. But that's okay. I'm not real concerned, because where I'm going to be laying this down, where some of those places came up, I'm going to be putting things over it, so it's not really going to matter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and lay this back down up here on the edge, because there's a couple. I want to go up here to the top. Where I didn't have it laid before, and put a few little polka dots up here. I'm going to go back in, squeegee up that excess, and pull this up. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here to the bottom. I'm going to go right here with those. No. I'm going to make sure I've got this lined up correctly, because I don't want to make a mess of the polka dots that are already there. And so now I'm just going to go in with my little stir stick and cover up some of these cute little polka dots. And then I'm just going to go back in with my squeegee and squeegee up this excess. And then we're going to peel this up, and voila. And so then we are going to just sit this aside for now, and we will clean it off with water, some warm water, once I'm all finished. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and set my squeegee and my stir stick aside, and I'm going to close up my jar of paste and set that aside as well. I'm going to grab a wipe and clean off my hands so that I'm not transferring any of this chalk paste onto our bunny or any other pieces of our project. All right, so now to make sure that this is all nice and dry, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my heat tool and just dry this all up. I love our background stencils from Magnolia Design Company because there's so much you can do with them. And we have several. We have the polka dot and the buffalo plaid, and they come together as a set. And then we have the dog paw and the leopard print, and they come together as a set. Then we have our big floral that comes by itself. And then we have a wood grain, and we have one that has hearts and says love on it. There's one that says love, and there's one that has hearts. And I believe there's one other, and I don't remember off the top of my head what it is. But these background stencils have been a huge plus to my crafting. Okay, now that we have this all done, let me see something once. I want to see, is that going to sit in there like so? Yeah. Let's see, will that sit? No, that's not going to sit like that. Okay, so the palette is a no-go. So we're not gonna use the palette. We will figure something out. We will either hang it or we will put the jingle blocks on them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull in our cute little bunny here. I'm going to sit our pizza pan off to the side for a moment. And we're going to bring our cute little bunny in. And we're going to rip him apart. So we're going to take off this cute little burlap bow. And I'm going to untie this because we can use this burlap for something else. We might even use it, you know, on the bow when we finish him up. And I think I'm going to leave the bows on the Happy and the Easter. But then we're going to come over here and we're going to rip this all up. Owie. Owie. Owie, owie, owie. Okay. It's crazy little. So there's said bunny. And now we're going to take apart these little. And I do like to keep the burlap if it's salvageable. I do like to keep it just because it's fun to use, either on the bow or on another project. Ugh. All right. Alrighty. So there's our Easter. There's Happy and there's Easter. Oh, these are backwards to you guys. Huh. That's weird. Hey Sharon, welcome. Alright, so I'm going to throw all this junk away. Okay. And we're going to take out this little we're going to take out this little hanger for Mr. Bunny. And we'll set that aside. Okay. So now we're going to make a bow for Mr. Bunny to put right here on his head, her head. We're going to we're going to make him a her. So we're going to make Miss Bunny is what we're going to do. So actually, I'm going to pull in my pan here. And I said we were going to possibly use some burlap. And I think I like the idea of putting burlap around the middle here. So I'm just going to cut me a piece of burlap. To put here in the middle. Just to make her a little rustic, a little farmhousey. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this over here. And I'm going to, all right, so let me grab my little do-hickam-a-jigger here. And we're going to put some hot glue right along here. And we're going to lay this burlap right along here. And actually I'm going to put some more right here. And take this all off. Okay. So there is one side, and then we're going to put a layer here and put a layer here, and we're going to stretch this over and lay this all down here. Making an Easter bunny Peter Pan. Alright, we're gonna just put a little bit more right there, just so that I can pull this down in. Okay. Alright, so we don't need this little bit right here. So we're going to take that back off. Okay, so now we have our burlap. And I just like how that goes. And I think I'm just going to put a little dab right there in the center, just so it lays down. And actually, I think I'm going to put a little bit over here as well, just to kind of tack it down. And some on this side as well. Alright. So there, I think we're good. Because then when we put the bunny on, it will glue down even more. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our little bunny head right about there, and we're gonna put our happy right here, and we're gonna put our Easter down here. And then we're going to fill in the rest of this with these cute little carrots to go around. I think I might lay them this way. We're going to see how they look. So that's where we're at right now. First though, before I glue him down, I want to get his bow or her bow done. So I'm going to sit the pizza pan just off to the side and grab my ribbon, and I can take this little thing off. Aw, thanks, Linda. I appreciate it. I saw another crafter do something similar to this, not quite like I'm doing. The design is originally mine, but the inspiration came from another crafter. I don't remember who it was off the top of my head. It might have been Windy City Crafts, maybe? I don't remember. But I really liked the idea. But she, instead of using a pizza pan, she used, I think, paint sticks. But I appreciate it. I like watching other crafters and then getting some inspiration on a project and then making it my own. That is totally my goal. I try not to copy someone if I can help it, but if I do copy them, then I do make sure that I let them know who it is. Actually, I think it might have been Brooke at Refabbed that did this. And actually the bow that I'm doing is her messy bow. So if you guys have never heard of Brooke at Refabbed, if you would go over and give her page a like and share. She's a good friend of mine, and I know she would appreciate it, and I would appreciate it. Alright, so I just cut a couple pieces of this ribbon. Then I'm going to grab the burlap ribbon that I took off of the bunny, and I'm going to cut it in half, and we're going to use some of that, and I'm going to use one of these to tie it. And then once I get this all laid out, and I'm actually going to start with the burlap to start with, then I'm going to grab some of the Easter grass, and I'm going to use it kind of like raffia. So let's see, so we're going to put this one here, and this one here, and this, whoop. Okay, give it up, there we go. So that one there, and that one there, and that one there, and then we're going to layer this again. This like so, and that's going to be our bow. And I'm going to come in and just I grabbed some of this Easter grass, and I think we're going to use some of this green. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this opened up, and I got this at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to reach in here and grab some of this grass. Okay, we're just going to cut some of this off is what we're going to do, because of course it's going to be Easter grass, and you know how much of a mess Easter grass can be. Alright, so I'm going to just crumple this up like I would my raffia if I had raffia in this color. Just going to crumple that up, and I'm going to lay that right in the middle there, just like so. And I'm going to take this here, and I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to pull this one down a little bit. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to tie it. At least I'm going to try to tie it. I might have to pull out my twine, but I'm hoping not. Okay. So now that I have this, I'm going to just pull it as tight as I possibly can. And I'm going to go back in here and tie it in a double knot. It's just going to be I'm going to try to get this in. Okay. Alright. So this is now in a double knot. So now I'm just going to fluff out this bow. Just going to fluff this out a little bit. Woo, okay. My stuff is moving all over the place. So there is my cute little bow. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these little pieces. And I'm going to pull our cute little bunny back up here. And we're going to put our little bow right about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right about there, and I'm going to take our cute little bow and just push it down. Missy, you always like my bows. Alright, so this little green stuff here, I'm going to go ahead and cut to get it out of said bunny eyes. Okay, so there we go. So there is our little bunny bow. And then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put a little bit of E6000 and mix it with some hot glue. And I'm just going to get some dabs on here. I am just about out of E6000. I have a Walmart trip is probably going to have to be in the near future here. Alright, so now we have that, and we're just going to throw some hot glue on here as well. Let me grab another glue stick here. And when you're doing the hot glue, you got to work fast because it will dry fast. Okay, so there is our little bunny, and I'm going to flip him over, trying not to burn my fingers in the process. And we're going to lay him down right here in the middle. So we're just going to lay him down. And I'm just holding him down until some of the hot glue can set. I just like him. I think he's cute. So there's what we've got so far. And then we're going to put our happy and our Easter down here. And then I'm going to open up some of these cute little carrots. And let me see how we're going to put them around. We're going to go, let's see how many it takes. 1, 2, 3. So if I do 3 there, and I think I can do 3 over here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll do 3 on each side, and we'll go from there. All right, so now I'm just going to get some hot glue on our little carrots here. And I'm going to lay that right across there. And I want to make sure that I have the glue in the right spots. Yep, I sure do. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I had the glue in the right spots so that I could, oh, you know what? I have been backwards for you guys. There we go. There. Now you can see that it says Happy Easter and not all backwards. Okay. So now I'm just going to get some glue on our Easter. And we're going to go right about here with it. So there's our Happy Easter. Now I can't see comments. Oh, there we go. All right. And now we're going to get our cute little hot touched hot glue. What else is new? Touched the hot glue. What else is new? Yep, sure did. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of crumple up these little stems, or yeah, stems that are on this little carrot. There we go. And we're gonna go right here with the first one. And then we're gonna crumple this guy up as well. once we get another glue stick, we're going to go right here with the second. And then, you know what, actually we're going to move this guy up a little bit. Yep, that's what we're going to do with him. We're going to move him up just a little bit. And I'm just going to hold him down. And then we've got this guy. So we're just going to get some glue, mess up his little stem, and put him down like so. Just want to make sure that these are all set. Oh, I think he's cute. She's cute. I keep calling him Mr. Bunny when it's Miss Bunny. Alright, so now, you know what, we're just going to put the glue here on the, and then we're going to just lay that there. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm ripping off said glue, or said stem. Alright, and so then we're going to put this one here. And then, oh, I need to move this guy down a little bit. Move this guy down a little bit. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. And then we'll put this guy right here. And there is our little Easter bunny. Hey Sandy, welcome. All right, so now since I'm not going to sit it in a crate like I had planned. So now we have to do the hanger. So the hanger. Well, how are we going to do our hanger? I think I'm going to use some ribbon. I think I'm just going to make a little loop for our hanger. I think I'm just going to do like this and just hang it. I think we're going to go ahead and just glue this guy like this and just make a cute little, let's see. How do we want to do this? You know what? I think I am. I think I'm just going to do a little, I'm going to do it backwards though, so that when you hang it, it'll, okay. So now I need to find where this cute little middle is. So that we can hang this. Okay, so we're about right there. So I'm just going to lift these guys up, put some hot glue, and I'm going to lay them down. Hey Debbie, welcome. Go ahead and do that there, and then I'm going to do a line there and a line there, and I'm going to lay this one down there and this one down here. Make sure they're all nice and laid down. And then what I'm going to do, just to make sure that they stay, is I'm going to go over the top here and kind of make a barrier of hot glue, just to make sure that these are all encased and not going to come up. Alright, so then I'm going to let that sit there for just a minute and let that dry. And I'm going to cut off some of these little pieces. Alright. While I'm letting that sit, I'm going to... Alright. So, then there is our cute... Oh my goodness, he's... Okay, it looks like it's off, but it's because of where the happy and the Easter are, but it's spot on with the actual bunny itself. So when you hang it, it'll hang like so. So this is our project for tonight, and like I said, the step-by-step instructions of how I did everything will be up on my blog starting tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening. And as I get a few more projects up there, I will give you guys the link to the blog to where you guys can go over there and check things out. Anyhow, this is the project for tonight, and I appreciate you all so much hopping on to craft with me. And actually, I'm going to lay that back on this side because I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, this is all dry. Okay, so I can lay it back over here. So this is our project for tonight, and actually I'm going to pull you guys back up here with me, and I'm upside down, I know. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys popping on and crafting with me on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and now on Monday nights as I can. Hey Brenda, welcome. So anyway, thank you again so much. I do appreciate it. If you have not liked our business page, Foxy Chick Designs, I would love, you would make me the happiest girl on the planet if you guys would just go over and give us a thumbs up and like our page. And again, thank you so much for watching. I will be back again on Thursday night with another fun Easter project. Using some Magnolia Design Company products. Hope you have a wonderful evening. See you on Thursday. Bye.